The AirTags, they're finally here, but should you really get one? And if you do happen to own one, here are some cool tips and tricks that you should know about this amazing little device. So first thing first, if you just picked it up, make sure your device is updated on the latest software update on your iOS device. It needs to be iOS 14, 14.5 or greater, and in case you were curious, it is actually water and dust resistant rated, as it has a IP67 rating, which means it can withstand water up to 1 meter for 30 minutes, which is really impressive for a device that doesn't seem to be that durable. Now the quick overview about the AirTags is it does not have built-in GPS, nor does it use a cellular connection to track. They simply rely on Bluetooth. It sends encrypted Bluetooth messages to other Apple devices that walk close to it, so it will constantly update its location, and the likelihood of an iPhone user coming close to this thing, especially in a public area like an airport and such, should be frequently updated. So these things are technically community driven. And in case a creepy stalker would put one of these little trackers on your body, Apple has anti-stalk where it'll prevent that from happening, so you're in good hands. So as long as, I'm assuming you have an Apple product on you, so it could alert you, as it's gonna notice that there's a tracker on you that it's not assigned to you, following you around. And with all that said, something tells me these are gonna be super popular as AirPods. So expect to see a lot of these around in the near future as time progresses. Now when setting up these AirTags for the first time, it's actually really easy. Very similar to AirPods. Unpeel the plastic bit, pull this little back part, and this basically will connect the battery. So then this sound will play, letting you know that everything is powered on properly. And you simply tap next to your device, follow the on-screen instructions. You're able to name it or select the names that they have for suggestions like wallet and such, or you customize it. And then you add an emoji. And there you go. It's gonna be paired and connected to your Apple iCloud account. Now internally, it does use a regular coin style battery, which is very easy to access. All you do is just apply some pressure and rotate, and it literally pops out like so. It uses, as you see here, is a Panasonic ZR2032, and these things are very inexpensive. You could get a pack for just like $5, and it plays a loud sound as soon as you reconnect the battery. Now internally, the battery should be able to last up to 1 whole year, but if you launch the Find My app, you'll be able to see the battery life indicator right there, so you know when you should change it. But I'm pretty sure once you hit 20 or 10%, it's gonna send you a push notification alerting you that your AirTag is low on batteries, it's time to change. Now a quick overview of this application, it's really straightforward. Again, you need to launch the Find My app. This is the app that you use to primarily track all your Apple devices. Now, bear with me, as privacy is very important for making these videos, so everything's gonna be blur, but if you bring out your device and you compare, you should be able to understand the settings and stuff I'm gonna go through and show you. So on the little tab down here where it says items, right next to the Me icon, this is where you can switch to your AirTags. It will literally list you the emojis on top of it and the circle, but if you bring up this little slider on top, it will actually show you the exact pin location of its last recent update. So by last recent update, let's say for example, I left one of these at my friend's house and he walks by with his iPhone, it's gonna constantly update the last known location for me. Encrypted, of course, so, and his information doesn't get leaked out because it doesn't tell me what iPhone or who walked by it. So here you could actually target each individual device. Here we got a couple of options. So here we can play sound, which basically sounds like this. So I'm gonna play the sound. It gets pretty loud, surprisingly. But then you also got the precision finding, which is right here where it says define with the up arrow. This is only supported on iPhones with the U1 chip, in other words, iPhone 11s or newer. But this will basically bring up this little screen and will actually point an arrow and give you the feet measurement down here on how far you are from it. From my experience, 30 feet is usually the sweet spot. So if you're within 30 feet, it will then begin measuring the distance and will point you towards the direction to face to locate your AirTag faster. And then notifications is only enabled if you put your AirTag into lost mode. So if you go into lost mode, it's gonna pop up it will tell you the 3 things that will happen. So 1, it will notify you as soon as you receive a notification that somebody has located your AirTag. And then 2, it will prevent anybody from pairing the stolen AirTag on their personal device. Basically, if you put this in lost mode, it will basically turn it into a paperweight. And then 2, you'll be able to leave a message with your contact information. So for anybody that found it, they'll be able to get a hold of you. And then if you hit continue, this is where you can enter that information. So I'm just gonna put my info, and then you can put a little brief message right here. But I'm not gonna activate that because I haven't lost it. But here you could enable or disable that notification when you have it on lost mode. And then down here, you have the ability to rename it as well. So later on, you decide to use this for your car keys. This is where you could go. You can also select custom name and select a different emoji if you want to. I'm gonna hit cancel. And of course, remove item will basically allow you to unpair this device and give it to a friend or a family, or just sell it online if you decide you don't need it anymore. Other cool things you can do with it is you can literally request Siri to locate like that X item. So let's say, for example, I do locate my wallet, and it's pinning it, and as you see, it's already pinning it so we can locate it faster. So it does have Siri support. Now there's multiple different usage you can use this on. A very effective way is to put it on like a luggage bag, a backpack. The way I have mine set up is I have it for my car keys, and I have one inside my wallet. If you have a dog, a pet, like a cat, I'm pretty sure you can put this on the collar as well, because again, the likelihood of that animal coming in contact with somebody who has an iPhone is very high. So since iPhones are almost all over the place by now, if you lose an item and this is attached to it, you should be able to locate it a lot quicker, very quickly. And we'll constantly have that location updated for you, so you could backtrack and find it faster. So there you guys have it. That is basically everything there is to know about these amazing AirTags, what its usage are, what unique features that it has, and some tips and tricks that should allow you to get the most out of this device. Now, a key tag that I'm personally using is this one by Belkin, but I'm probably gonna hold off on buying more because I'm pretty sure in the near future there's gonna be a lot more accessories coming out for it. But this is the one that I'm currently using in case you had any questions or concerns. You didn't see that, but it's durable. It protects the key tag, the AirTag from getting damaged if you just saw, and it's pretty minimum and doesn't get in the way or anything like that when I have it in my pocket. If you got some good useful information out of this video, greatly appreciate if you could actually leave this video a like. Those help me out a lot. Get subscribed, as I plan on covering a future but more in-depth tips and trick video about more stuff you could do with these little things, as well as cover some awesome accessories that are worth its asking price. Unlike that 500 one by Apple, that's a complete ripoff, but I mean, like, if you have the money, by all means, go for it. But if you're like me who wants something reliable that actually works and keeps things slim and minimum, stick around. I'm gonna go ahead and look for those type of accessories for this thing. But in the meantime, if you'd like to see the new features I got added for this somewhat big update of iOS 14.5, you can go ahead and watch this video over here as I go through all my favorite features that everybody should know about. And then that video over there, that's the video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.